Hi, Aaron here with Stone Adventures, PCGI multi-pitch guide and mentor. Today I want to talk to you about the overhand knot. Pretty much everyone in the world already knows how to tie the overhand, you just might not know what it's called. To tie the overhand, all we do is put a loop in the rope and then we go through the loop. Most people learn this when they're small children. This is what we call the single overhand. If we want to tie a double overhand, all we need to do is take a bight of rope. A bight means folding the rope in half. Treat both pieces as if they're one piece. Put a loop, go through the loop, cinch it up. That would be called double overhand on a bight. This one's useful if you have a carabiner to clip. We can also tie the double overhand in the follow-through method. First, tie a single overhand with plenty of tail. Now take the tail and we're going to retrace through the knot, following this strand here. Following that strand up. And there we have the double overhand tied in the follow-through method. Once the knot is tied, we don't know if you did it on a bight or follow-through. It's the same knot tied in a different method. The double overhand follow-through knot is useful when you need to tie around something that is not clippable like a carabiner. Very similar to the double overhand follow-through is what we call the overhand bend, or the ring bend is another name for it. This is a very handy knot for tying two ropes together or for tying one piece of rope into a large loop, such as tying your cordelette together. We're going to start with a single overhand near the end of the rope. Now I'm going to find the other end of the rope. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now I'm going to take the other end of the rope and I'm going to retrace through the knot end to end. So I'm going to start with both ends together and I'm going to retrace in this direction. And you see that's just our regular double overhand knot, but the ends are coming out opposite sides. Many climbers also use the flat double overhand to tie two ropes together. Take both ends, take a good amount of tail, and we're going to tie a double overhand knot. Like so. Notice that both of the tails are coming out the same side of the knot. We call this the flat overhand because we're going to be loading the overhand in this orientation. As you can see, we're pulling the knot apart, not the way it was intended to be pulled. And what can happen is under a very large load, as we pull, the knot can roll closer and closer to the ends and can eventually untie itself. If you're going to use the flat double overhand, make sure that you cinch the knot very tightly by grabbing the knot and pulling individually on all four strands. Make sure that your knot is well dressed and make sure that you have long tails so that just in case the knot were to roll, it would have to roll many times before coming off of the end. If you'd like to back up the flat overhand, you can tie a second flat overhand just here. And cinch the backup knot very close to our original flat overhand. The idea behind the backup knot is that our initial knot cannot roll past the backup knot. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you learned a few things. Tune back in for our next videos coming up soon.